Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Chattanooga, Tennessee. This League One matchup presented by Transcard. Chattanooga Red Wolves playing host to the New England Revolution 2. Chattanooga has not lost at home throughout the entire season. They want the home field advantage in the playoffs, and tonight a win will go a long way into securing that. You see Chattanooga up top, 40 points on the table. They're playing number 6, New England, 28 points. New England just above that Mendoza line to make it into the playoffs. Chattanooga, as I said earlier, unbeaten at home, and that bodes well in this matchup this evening. Marky Hernandez, both coaches in this matchup telling me for Chattanooga, this is the guy to watch, and Body Armor tells you keep your eye on Marky Hernandez. He is dangerous, he is explosive, and he knows exactly how to put the ball in the back of the net. On the other side, for the Revs, Damian Rivera. He's 18 years old. He's got 6 goals and an assist already on the season, and you see he knows how to blast his way through. This is going to be an epic matchup in League One. Do not go away. We've got it all coming up next here on ESPN Plus.
Good times, bad times, and everything in between. Your primary care doctor is with you all the way.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the Ford F-150 for everyone with an available Pro Power onboard generator and best-in-class available payload. It's built for America.
I need to try it first.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the Ford F-150 for everyone with an available Pro Power onboard generator and best-in-class available payload. It's built for America.
If your tamer passions include climbing, hang gliding, and river surfing, some may call you a hair-on-fire risk taker. We'd say, nah. They might not realize you're also a nonconformist, craft curator, history buff, art-loving experience collector. But ask a Chattanoogan, we just call you one of us.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to CHI Memorial Stadium, home to the Chattanooga Red Wolves. And this is going to be a good one, so don't go away. Starting lineups, here they are. We're going to start with the Red Wolves. Mora is in the pipes. Frischnick up top for the Red Wolves. And we're going to highlight, as we did, Hernandez, Marky Hernandez on that right side. Now we take a look at the Revs, the visitors coming in. They're looking for 3 points tonight. Joe Rice is in the pipes, Rivera and Renix up top. And don't forget about Presley. He will come from that right side, and he will provide a tremendous amount of offense. Renix will be starting us up, so you have the Revs in white. They will go from left to right on your screen. So let's take a look at our keys to the game presented by ISA Engineering and Consulting. No rest for the wary, and Chattanooga, what that means is they cannot rest on their laurels. They need to go straight after the 3 points. For the Rebs, they've got to be consistent. They have fallen victim to being inconsistent at times during the game. So Renix will start us up. You see in those black kits with the red numbers, you're going to have the Red Wolves. They're going to go from right to left on your screen. And Renix, Justin Renix, getting us started. And the Revs are going to go over the top and try to take the ball down the pitch. That will go out of play top of the screen. So Red Wolves to throw it in on that outside, and it is Pineda who will toss it in. Flag already up, but it will stay with the Red Wolves. And Renix will come up. Pineda will come up and do the honors once again. So he picks up a ball, survey his options, and actually it will be set down right there. Carrera Garcia will start us up. Cal Berkeley product, had 29 assists in college, did Jose Carrera Garcia. Serving it towards the box before it is cleared out by Kaye. It will stay with the Wolves. So the Red Wolves will throw it in. Once again, it will be Pineda that will do the honors. Throws it into the box. That's headed out of play, so we'll have a corner at the top of the picture. It'll be Ricardo Ruiz. Number of players on this pitch played their college ball in California. That's served in and right into the awaiting hands of Joe Rice. That corner kick was brought to you by Ford, the official domestic car partner of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Kaye pushing it out. Rivera sends it back. Misplay can make it a dangerous situation. Chattanooga now in the box. And that's forced out. Blake Frischnick pushing the offense there. The 25-year-old earns the corner, and this is another corner kick brought to you by Ford, the official domestic partner of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. So Carrera Garcia will serve it up. In-swinger coming towards Rice. High in the air, that's headed away. The volley right back, and Rice has to punch it away. So we're going to have another corner on the other side, and once again brought to you by Ford, the official domestic car partner of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. And Ricardo Ruiz will do this one. And this will also swing towards Rice. Now the ball high in the air, headed out. Chattanooga waiting on it. Carrera Garcia switching sides, finding Marky Hernandez. And that stops the attack. So 4 minutes in, all the activity so far in favor of the Red Wolves. And Marky Hernandez is a very dangerous player. Both coaches, both Jimmy Obleda, his coach, and Clint P.A. from New England, praising Mark Hernandez. 5'5", 150. He played in USL Championship with Reno, 1868. Played his college ball at Cal State Fullerton. Though it's on Chattanooga's side of the pitch, they'll control it, sending it long distance, and then sent back. And Chattanooga will control it, going all the way back to Moramora. Sebastian Moramora, 22 years old, but very, very good pedigree. Also played for Reno 1868. Youth Academy with the MLS side, Real Salt Lake. And at 19 years old, played in Liga MX. Flag goes up as Justin Renix was trying to run onto it. And you take a look at Renix right there. He's got 2 goals and 3 assists on the season. And one of the more experienced players at 22 years old. So Chattanooga will put the ball on the turf and then push it quickly. Ricketts will get it back, trying to serve it up off Esmir. And so Carrera Garcia will get over there. Youngster helping out, so Carrera Garcia will go to the corner. This brought to you by Ford, the official domestic car partner of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. High in the air, headed out. Push back outside. Carrera Garcia with some space. Now double teamed. No one there to help him. Trying to split the defenders. And that push will go against Carrera Garcia. So Rice will come up to kick it away. And Rice has 5 clean sheets on the campaign. And he'll use that right foot to send it well down the pitch. Will spend some time in the air. Marky Hernandez trying to control it for Chattanooga. Ultimately he does. And then the turnover. Ball in the middle of the pitch sent away. And so New England will come up and take the throw. It will be Connor Presley, the 22-year-old out of Austin, Texas. Long distance throw, and that's knocked away and sent out of play by Jorge Luna. So Presley will walk about 20 yards down the pitch and do it again. He gets it back. A little give and go, and that's a heavy touch by Esmir. Bayraktarovic. Bayraktarovic, 16 years old, out of Appleton, Wisconsin. Walefi sends it out wide. Chattanooga will lead the attack from the right. Lays it off. And then sent back. Carrera Garcia. Walefi. A little give and go for him. Ricketts. Nobody home on that pass. Ricketts, miscommunication on the right side. So Rice will kick this one away in the 9th. Fans taking all the action in from behind the goal here at CHI Memorial Stadium. Rice once again with the right foot. Past the circle, headed on, and then sent back the other way by Ramos. Throw coming up. And that will go out of play as well. Spalding to throw it in. Finds his target in Noel Buck. Buck, 16 years old. Academy product. Now a foot race. Pulling up the brakes on it was Hernandez. Has his man in Ricketts. Presley comes over to play some defense. Ricketts double teamed. They'll have to dribble out of trouble. He finds Hernandez. And Hernandez into the middle for Walefi. He's switching sides. Misses the target, headed out by Spalding. So a throw for the home team. Ruiz. Into the circle. Luna distributes. Hernandez for Ricketts. Esmir on him. Centered. Headed on. Good effort by Ruiz. At 5'7", he's got some hops. Put it into the ground, and Joe Rice, the 26-year-old out of Fairfax, Virginia, sent it forward. So far in this game, it's pretty much been all Chattanooga, controlling the ball, taking their opportunities on Joe Rice. This is the first time that we've really seen any kind of concerted effort out of New England. Whistle stops the play. And we get to take a look here as Ricketts in center, and Ruiz playing on Spalding, put the ball into the ground, and an easy save for Rice. And here are the Revs, splitting defenders, taking the shot, seems to have been saved by Mora. Got his hands on it, ball shot up, hit the crossbar, and came back down. Great opportunity. Rivera, we highlighted him at the beginning of the game, challenging Mora, and Mora doing just what was needed to get the save. And there's an unforced error there, as Quiones put it where nobody wearing a white kit was. Quiones is another Revolution Academy player. Frischnick, nice pass to Villalobos, and now Ruiz takes the shot. Big time save by Rice. Stretched out, went the right way, and Rice coming up big once again. Ruiz with the second opportunity to get it past Rice. Villalobos outside to Ruiz. Ruiz dribbling in, left foot, stretched out Rice. And this is a corner brought to you by Ford, the official domestic car partner of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Red Wolves go short, serving it in. Ricketts kept it in play, cleared out off that back line. And Spalding will send it past the touchline. And Chattanooga coming into this game really firing on all cylinders. Top of the table in League One, and they're showing exactly why. Ricketts trying to center. And it will bring up another corner brought to you by Ford. And there's a good look at Jalen Gray, the man with the Barbasol and the whistle on the evening. 14th minute scoreless, but that's not because Chattanooga hasn't tried. It's actually not a corner. Set piece opportunity. Ruiz is there. Carrera Garcia with the right foot. Driven just outside the box and then shot over the bar. And Chattanooga just bringing everybody forward and creating great opportunities. And we have seen Joe Rice come up big. Another look, a little trickery. And that blast from the outside, Marky Hernandez couldn't make it dip, and we stay 0-0. in the 15th. Hernandez trying to pass it to Ricketts. It's knocked away. And so the Revolution will start us back up here in a moment. Kaye sent it forward for Spalding. Spalding down the line. It will stay in play. And now the Revolution just outside the box. Serving it in. Headed on and over. Justin Rennicks. That 5'11" frame going up, but couldn't drive it a little bit lower. Ball back to Mora. He sends it forward. Valefi, he'll switch sides on it. Ricketts, a little bit of pressure. Sends it back. Luna will go back to his keeper and then back to Luna. Luna came up in the Venezuelan youth. Played first division in Venezuela, Uruguay, and Paraguay. Hernandez and Luna will play catch once again. Luna with just enough pressure to go back to Mora. And now Luna. Nice one touch by Frischnick for Carrera Garcia. Sent forward by Ramos. Centering pass inside, headed on. Last touch by the Revolution. The pass inside intended for the 6'3" Blake Frischnick. And the 25-year-old was well defended. So another corner, once again by Ford. Carrera Garcia is one of the targets. Ruiz with the in-swinger. High in the air, slips through the defense, and Rice is able to snatch it out of the air. Rice, who played his college ball at Virginia Commonwealth, played in League One with Richmond Kickers. He's 26 years old, and we have Frischnick, who is slow to get out of the box, and he'll be attended to by the medical staff. Chattanooga coming into this game 40 points in 22 games. Top of the table. Team below them, Union Omaha. And so while Frischnick, the former Las Vegas Lights forward, is attended to, get to talk a little bit about New England coming into this one. Talked about earlier in the broadcast that they need to be more consistent, and I think that's one of the things that Clint P.A. would like to see out of his club. Even in the early going here, we're in the 19th minute. A little bit of inconsistency if they brought the ball down the pitch. Also a little inconsistency on the defense that has created opportunities for Chattanooga so far on the evening. So Frischnick will leave the pitch momentarily. Do believe that he will return. Ball will be given to Joe Rice. Rice coming into this game with 6 wins, 3 losses, and 4 draws on the campaign in his 13 games. He's also given up 13 goals already on the season. So Jalen Gray will give it right to Rice, and Rice will survey his options and then roll it out. For Futh. And you can't keep a good man off the pitch, and that's Frischnick coming back on. So New England will play catch on that back line for Booth. He'll send it forward over the top. Rennicks running onto it. defended by Luna. Little crossover into the middle, and that's a save by Mora. Snatched it right out of the air, jumping to his left. Fans liking the save and the chant Mora. Carrera Garcia. Malefic. And Chattanooga will bring it down the pitch once again. Ball right into the box. Still loose in the box. Chattanooga was trying to keep it on the pitch. It goes past the touchline. Quick throw into the box. Headed away by Kaye. Rosansky was able to dribble it out of trouble and then put it out of play. So throw in. And we go back to the action, led by Renix. Working on Luna. Sent it into the middle. And Rosansky took the shot, but couldn't come up with it, as Mora made a brilliant save. That will go past the goal line, so Rice will kick it away. We're in the 22nd. Scoreless. Best scoring chances have come by Chattanooga. Rice for Vervuth. Now the ball will spend some time in the air. Renix. Sent out the other side. 50-50. Won by New England. But the penalty is called. And a yellow card has been handed out to Damian Rivera. So the 18-year-old is in the book in the 22nd minute.
Yellow card to New England, number 72, Damian Rivera.
So Rivera, homegrown player out of Rhode Island. 6 goals and an assist already on the season. We highlighted him at the beginning of the game, and now Chattanooga will start it up after the Rivera card. Noel Buck will hand the ball off, and here's Carrera Garcia going to the corner. Hernandez wasn't able to catch up with it. They're a little bit too much oomph on that one. Carrera Garcia sent it back the other way after the throw. Here's Renix picking it up, dribbling out of trouble. He'll switch sides. Here's Spalding. Nice move on the outside. Now the ball into the middle. Renix trying to run on it. Keep it in play. He does. Open net. Mora jumping. The ball wasn't shot. Tremendous defense by Ruiz, tracking back. That shot will miss the mark. And Ricardo Ruiz, who made a brilliant play on defense, is still down. We'll take a look at exactly what happens here. Mora jumping forward, can't get on it. Going back, he slips, and Ruiz down as he sacrificed his body. And Ruiz is going to have to limp this one off so that he can stay in the game. So now we're back to action. Ruiz seems to be okay. Carrera Garcia playing catch with Marky Hernandez. Carrera Garcia going backwards. Luna will give it back. Walefi outside for Hernandez. Back to Carrera Garcia. Walefi. Jason Ramos is unable to hang on to it, so it will belong to New England. Spalding will do the honors. Throws it down the line. Rennick's now on the left. Stolen away. Ruiz sending it forward. Ball goes out of play. Chattanooga will throw it in. Long distance, headed out by Rivera. And a throw into the box. That went over Frischnick's head into the awaiting hands of Joe Rice. He rolls it out. Here's Presley, defended by Ruiz. Ricketts puts his feet on it. Sends it into the middle. Ramos sends it out wide. Ball will work its way all the way back to Mora. Ramos, he'll switch sides. Luna will bring it forward. Ruiz and back. Luna will go across the pitch. Renix will keep. Ramos honest as he takes it past the stripe. Now sending it out. Bringing it towards the middle. The shot from distance. It dipped, but it dipped after it got past the bar. Another scoring opportunity for Chattanooga. They just haven't been able to find the back of the net yet. Last touched by New England, so a corner coming up. This corner brought to you by Ford, the official domestic car partner of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Carrera Garcia. He'll swing it towards Rice. High in the air, headed on. Johnny on the spot. Joe Rice. Rice definitely earning his keep this evening, as he has seen the brunt of the action so far in the first 28 minutes. Here comes New England. They got some real estate to work with. Long distance pass. Ramos put a foot on it, slowed it down momentarily. Buck out wide to, here's Vervuth. Presley. Amir. Splits defenders nicely, bringing it towards the box. That's going to be a corner for New England. Outstanding job by the 16-year-old Esmir Bayraktarovic. Rev Academy product. He has 1 goal on the season. This is his 6th game and 3rd start. And Noel Buck, the 16-year-old, will take this one. He has 5 goals and an assist on the season. Headed on by Vervuth, and it just sails above the bar. And we're a third of the way through, scoreless here in Chattanooga at CHI Memorial Stadium. Chattanooga has a lot to be happy about, with the exception of not finding the back of the net. They've controlled the pace. Their passing has been crisp. And just as I say that, nobody home on that pass as Rice gives it to Vervuth. Now Presley. Ruiz came over to keep him honest. Villalobos trying to make a play on Vervuth. And the press putting pressure on New England, making it very difficult for them to get out of their own end. Great job by Luna. Stop it momentarily. A little give and go. Esmir taking on two defenders. Slipped it in, thought that Renix was going to run onto the ball on the right side, but ball gets all the way back to Mora. Here's Luna. Back to Mora. Buck is playing a little bit higher line than he did earlier as Presley sends it the other way. Carrera Garcia sending it back to Luna. He'll get it back and then send it to Mora. Ramos chipping it forward, trying to connect with Frushnik, doesn't get there. Chattanooga right back on it. Walefi. And that flag will mean that the ball belongs to New England as you take a look at Clint PA, the manager for Revs 2. Great conversation with him on Thursday, talking about his team, talking about the fact that it's young. They've made some mistakes, but the trick for them is to learn from them mid-game and be able to keep their head about them and stay in games. Tonight looking for 3 points on the road. That's exactly what they're going to need to do against the team that sits top of the table. Luna will play catch with Mora, then send it into the middle of the pitch. New England gives it up a little too easy as Buck didn't put anything on that pass. Ruiz to Carrera Garcia. And now the attack at the top. Down the line. Chattanooga, one of the rare mistakes in the final third. They'll keep the ball. Player down for New England. And that's Rosansky, the 24-year-old out of Germantown, Maryland. Played his college ball at the University of Maryland. Played professionally at Maccabi Herzliya in the Israeli League, and Rosansky is the captain as he's being stretched out. He's started every game that he's played this year. This being his 18th game and start. No goals, but he does have 6 assists for the Revs. And they'll work out that back hammy before Clint PA and company have a decision to make about what they want to do about their captain. Get up, stretch it out, see if he can clear out the remaining 11 plus minutes here in the first half. Seems to be walking okay. And that gave Jimmy Obleda an opportunity to have a conversation with his club, and we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Two games on the road, first at Richmond and then North Carolina. Then they'll play the boys from north of the border and then go back on the road, Greenville and Forward Madison at the end of October. 35 minutes in, and we may be seeing a change in personnel as Rosansky looks like his night is done, and it could be Silva checking in for him, and that's exactly what it looks like. So Manny Silva checking into this game. He is 19 years old out of Roxbury, Maryland. Roxbury, Massachusetts, coming through the Revolution Academy. So the captain is out and Silva is in. This is in the 36th minute, and that substitution was presented by D1 Training Chattanooga.
New England substitution, entering the match number 36, Manny Silva. Leaving the match number 35, Colin Verfer. Substitution sponsored by D1 Training Chattanooga, Train Different.
Silva's played 10 games, all of them as a substitution this year. Has 1 assist in 224 minutes. Renix making his way into the final third. Pass Luna. He'll center. It's knocked away. So a corner coming up here in the 37th minute. And Renix will make his way towards the box.
This corner kick sponsored by your local Ford.
And this corner is brought to you by Ford. Noel Buck will put it down. Silva is a short option. Sends it high in the air, and Mora snatches it out of the air and then comes up lane. Luna down as well. And it looked like Mora came down hard and is holding his back. And let's take a look at what happened and what could have caused this injury by Mora. Snatches it out of the air, comes down, and then goes back to his feet and then knees, and holding that lower back. He came down hard, but it doesn't look like he really had any reason to go down, and now Luna is being attended to as well. So Luna showing his frustration there as the medical staff is checking on him. Morris seems to be okay now. It's 71 degrees here in Chattanooga. But it might be a little bit of the humidity as we are officially in the fall now, no longer summer. So as Luna continues to be attended to and decisions need to be made by Chattanooga, we take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Revs. Next time out, they'll be home against Forward Madison, then on the road, Toronto, back at home for Forward Madison, and then 2 matches on the road, Greenville and North Texas. So we'll sort out this substitution as Luna's name is going to come out. And Sebastian will come in for him. This substitution presented by D1 Training Chattanooga.
Substitution sponsored by D1 Training Chattanooga, Train Different.
And Mora gets us started up. There's now 1 substitution each for both of these teams. 5 substitutions are allowed during the course of the game in 3 different places. Ball towards the box. Carrera Garcia trying to get to his feet and get back on the ball. Fans wanted a whistle right around the box. They're not going to get it. Renix is going to battle with Walefi, and it will belong to Chattanooga. Marky Hernandez now on the right as the set piece done quickly. Carrera Garcia into the box. It's knocked away. He was looking for Ruiz. He goes back and then gets it back again. He'll serve it into the box again. That will go through. Presley will jump on it. And then it's stolen away easily by Chattanooga. Walefi. Sebastian. Ruiz gets his pocket picked. And now he is down. Remember, he was down earlier.
Session is brought to you this evening by Coca-Cola. Quench your thirst with the Coca-Cola beverage.
Check out the new 2021 Chattanooga Red Wolves kit along with t-shirts, scarves, novelty items, and much more at Chattanooga Red Wolves-SC.com. Ruiz will send the ball directly to Carrera Garcia. And Carrera Garcia has a decision to make. He's got the angle. He could go right at it, or he could serve it into the box. Serves it just outside the box. A little give and go. Vervuth sends it past the goal line, so a corner coming up here in the 42nd minute. Another corner brought to you by Ford, the official domestic car partner of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. They go short quickly. Ruiz will serve it in. That will go all the way through the box. Spalding picks it up, goes down the line. And that goes out of play. Chattanooga now on their side of the pitch. Taking a little bit of air out of the ball. Ramos going long distance. Here come the Revs on the other side on the counter. Nice centering pass for Renix. Does not take the shot. Silva bringing it into the middle. Knocked away momentarily, so Presley will come up on it. He's forced to go back. Vervuth gives it back to him. Here's Connor Presley. He'll work it into the middle and then serve it up to nobody. So in the 44th minute, Mora, who's come up big on a few occasions on the evening, will have a goal kick. And he outlets it to Kapuziki. And then give it back. Here comes Chattanooga. Ricketts. A little bit of a soft pass. Had the open net when he got it back, and he couldn't put anything solid behind that kick. So Jonathan Ricketts played college ball at Bryan College, born and raised here in Chattanooga. Had an opportunity to put his team on the board. Just couldn't make it happen. Last minute of regulation. We should have a decent amount of stoppage time between those multiple injuries that we had earlier. Both teams using their head to get it onto the ground. Hernandez pushes it out wide for Carrera Garcia. Working on Spalding. Spalding got in the way. Chattanooga back on it. Walefi. Kapuzigi. Walefi pushes it out for Ruiz. He'll serve it into the box. Push into the middle. Villalobos just couldn't make anything happen with that one. Ramos is going to have to head it towards Mora Mora, who is 8 yards out of his office. Delayed whistle there. We've got 5 minutes of added time for your viewing pleasure.
5 minutes of stoppage time.
And a player down for Chattanooga. And that is Walefi. Stoppage time is brought to you by Modelo. Walefi, who has played for USL Championship Swope Park Rangers as well as Sporting KC. And you see the elbow he took from Silva. He was a USL League One second team player a year ago. And so the medical staff now will take him through the protocol. And that was a serious shot that he took from Silva, who came into the game in the 36th minute when Jake Rosansky had to check out with a hamstring injury. And Walefi, with a little help to get to his feet, will have to leave the pitch, shake off the cobwebs, and see if he can continue. Both managers having to go to their bench in the first half because of injury, not because of strategy. No card handed out to Silva on that one. Damian Rivera has the lone card on the evening, and that happened in the 22nd minute. Jimmy Villalobos sends it back, and Mora will give it back. Here's Ramos. He's chipping it forward. Well-placed pass. That ball will stay on the pitch. Ruiz was trying to step in front of Silva, couldn't do it. Here's Presley. We're 2+ minutes into stoppage. Silva will push it back to Vervuth. New England giving it up, and that's exactly what Clint P.A. was talking about, mistakes. Vervuth earns Chattanooga another corner. And once again brought to you by Ford, the official domestic car partner of the Chattanooga Red Bulls. Carrera Garcia will serve it up. And will swing towards Rice. High in the air. While spending more time in the air, Rice has to jump on it. And another player down. And this one looks like it's Colin Vervuth. The 25-year-old out of Ashburn, Virginia. Played his college ball at Virginia Tech. Also played for Loudoun in USL Championship. This is his 14th game and 13th start on the campaign. They'll work on that right ankle as you see the activity here. There was a little tie up there in the middle, and Vervuth was in the middle of it, getting tangled up with Jason Ramos. Ramos was there because he was 6'4" and 195. As the target man on that corner for Carrera Garcia. So Vervuth will walk it off. And he's being sent off the pitch. Now in the 5th minute of stoppage, and anticipate because of that injury for Vervuth. We will see a little bit of added time past the 5. So Gray puts it down. Rice was running like he wanted to start up quickly. Vervuth back on before Rice will punt it away. Strong right foot. Esmir sending it out wide. Knocked away. Good defense by Chattanooga. Chattanooga will earn on that stoppage. And now in borrowed time, see if Gray will give them one more scoring opportunity. The opportunities have been there for Chattanooga. They just haven't been able to take advantage. Walefi on the ground for Ruiz. Into the box. And that will be a Rice goal kick. We'll just be waiting on Gray to blow the whistle. Rice will put it down. Now almost a minute past the initial 5 of stoppage. Ball headed in the direction that Chattanooga would want. Looks like Gray's going to give him another opportunity to score. The numbers are there for Chattanooga. Shot from distance, hits the bar. That would have been a way to end the first half. Marky Hernandez teeing it up from downtown Chattanooga. You see this push by Hernandez. Had enough space, teed it up. That left foot hit the top of the bar. Rice sending it up in the air. Now in the 7th minute of stoppage, Ricketts. And that will do it for the first half of action. 2 substitutions, 1 card, a lot of corner kicks, no goals. We go to the half, 0-0 here on ESPN Plus.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the Ford F-150 for everyone with an available Pro Power onboard generator and best-in-class available payload. It's built for America.
I need to try it first.
The most important thing I do is I try to listen to my patients.
I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a son, and I try to relate to them and make them understand I get it.
Have some empathy of what they're dealing with.
Vascular surgery, I think, is probably one of the most rewarding because of that long-term relationship.
This is not a job. This is who we are.
Visit ChattanoogaHeart.com/vascular center.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the Ford F-150 for everyone with an available Pro Power onboard generator and best-in-class available payload. It's built for America.
If your tamer passions include climbing, hang gliding, and river surfing, some may call you a hair-on-fire risk taker. We'd say, nah. They might not realize you're also a nonconformist, craft curator, history buff, art-loving experience collector. But ask a Chattanoogan, we just call you one of us.
to try it first.
Let's hear it from the Red Wolves. My name is Gino D. I do the
Halftime is brought to you by Jack's Family Restaurant. Try the Big Jack at your local restaurant today. Jack's is all about the South and serves its guests quality food with an emphasis on community involvement and charitable giving. For more information, visit eatatjacks.com or follow them on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. And now let's take a look at the week that was in League One.
Week 24 ended with a wild night of soccer in 3 different cities, 7 game-tying goals in 3 matches, 14 goals in total, and we start in the upstate of South Carolina. Tucson making the journey over to take on the Greenville Triumph. Charlie Dennis getting the scoring going early on in the match with his goal on past Dallas J. And it was Greenville that would equalize on their home field. Aaron Walker the PK spot, and 1-1 in Greenville. Greenville able to get back on top, though, with the help of Lomas, Booth, and then Aaron Walker. A brace on the night for Walker, as he has found his goal-scoring form of late. 2-1 Greenville. But wait, more PKs in this one. 1 for each side. It's the 8th time that's happened in league history, as Tucson getting yet another goal from Charlie Dennis, this time from the spot. A brace for him, but wait, a hat trick coming to him. 3-2, Tucson leads it off of the corner kick. Tucson, when this one is all set and done, 4th draw after conceding the first goal, 10 points after giving up the opening goal in a match as well throughout this season. Greenville able to find that draw in this one, find that point at home. Lapsley, huge miscue there, giving up some points for Tucson. Nico Brown, his first goal for Greenville. 3-3, Greenville and Tucson in the upstate of South Carolina. Both stay 3rd and 4th at the moment in the League One table. And Tucson, of course, keeps that unbeaten streak alive at 6. Omaha, North Texas draws in their last 3 meetings here in USL League One. Viader gets the scoring going early on with his 5th of the season, powering one in from the top of the box for the left back of Union Omaha as they led on the road early on. North Texas, they would respond through El Medcar and their build-up here in Choctaw Stadium. On by Nuhu it goes, and 1-1 between the two sides on this Sunday night. Now North Texas, we know they can spread it. They love to score and get the ball on down the field, and they do that right here to take the 2-1 lead against Nuhu and Union Omaha. Vargas with the goal into net on this one. North Texas has led in 9 of its 11 home matches this season. 3 more matches at home still to come for them as we finish off the season. Evan Conway, injury troubles the last few months. Good to see him get a goal back here, and once again in his career, it's against North Texas, tying things up 2-2 and salvaging a point for Union Omaha. Did need to see some work late from North Texas on defense and against Evan Conway as well to keep this at 2-2, but they get it done. North Texas winless in their last 7. Union Omaha not able to equalize on the table with Chattanooga, but they do have 2 matches in hand on the Red Wolves as we continue into week 25 this week. Curry and Fort Lauderdale getting things going early on in the first half with a goal here on pass Pablo Hara, who unfortunately had to leave the match due to injury in the 28th minute. Carlos Aviles, the former North Texas SC keeper, coming in instead as the match went deeper into the night. Marco Micheletto getting some help from Azad Liadi here. Liadi, 5 goals in his last 4 matches, has been so strong in his goal-scoring form of late in the second half of the campaign. Included in that run, 4 straight matches he has scored a goal. George Acosta, he loves the assist, but he loves the goal of late. 3 goals in the last 4, including this one, scooping it over the top of Aviles, who came on for the injured Hara, and getting Fort Lauderdale back on top, 2-1 in this battle. Marco Micheletto, though, he wanted to get into double figures goal scoring this season. He does here with this header, equalizing everything at 2-2. And also in the League One record books, tied for 2nd in career scoring, just 1 behind Emiliano Terzaghi at this point. And here's your scoreboard from Sunday night. 14 goals, but just 6 points awarded. Crazy night in USL League One that leaves more questions than answers entering week 25. Coming up, more halftime. We'll take a larger look around the USL.
With Jack's new Alabama white sauce, your first bite is as Alabama as it gets. Jack's new Alabama white sauce, Southern fried chicken sandwich, bacon cheddar melt, and double cheddar burger. All with fries starting at just $4.99. Order yours while the sauce lasts. Jack's, all about the South. Start your big day with Jack's. Choose any 2 big breakfast sandwiches for just $6. Crispy bacon, savory sausage, or hearty smoked sausage with eggs and cheese on 2 perfectly grilled slices of Texas toast. Choose any 2 for just $6 at Jack's. All about the South.
If your tamer passions include climbing, hang gliding, and river surfing, some may call you a hair-on-fire risk taker. We'd say, nah. They might not realize you're also a nonconformist, craft curator, history buff, art-loving experience collector. But ask a Chattanoogan, we just call you one of us.
Today, as you step onto the field, as you defend and attack, as you move swift, quick, like you were made for this, know that you do not do so alone. With each step, you run with all of the women before you and all of the women that will come after you. A stampede of mujeres blazing a trail on fire. Time cannot catch you. Para ti no existen los límites. You come from women that transformed pain into victory. Women that accepted impossible as a challenge. A challenge is brought to you and you do not turn away. Your journey today awaits you and you do not step down. You step into your purpose. You step strong. Con toda la fuerza de mujer. You step up.
I am a first-generation student here at Bellevue University. I feel like if I were to have gone to a different university, my experience would have been a lot more stressful and overwhelming, because I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that personal experience that Bellevue University has to offer.
Shot, and it's in! Knocked away. Looking for Para, could fall for an opportunity here. The shot comes in! Oh, it's brilliant!
Welcome back to Chattanooga, folks. Chattanooga Red Wolves and New England Revolution 2 at the half. And we take a look at the news and notes from around League One. The Super League is coming in 23. This is going to be a fantastic situation for women's soccer. Hispanic Heritage Month coming now through October. Visit uslsoccer.com/Hispanic-heritage. And the player of the week, Tucson's Charlie Dennis. 10th hat trick. You got to like that. All goals in a 3-3 draw. And we take a look at the schedule tonight. ESPN Plus, Forward Madison and Greenville Triumph will be in Wisconsin. Also on ESPN Plus tonight, Union Omaha hosting FC Tucson. And tomorrow, North Carolina is going to be hospitable or not to North Texas. That one at 2 p.m. Don't go away. We've got the second half coming up next here on ESPN Plus.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the Ford F-150 for everyone with an available Pro Power onboard generator and best-in-class available payload. It's built for America.
I need to try it first.
The most important thing I do is I try to listen to my patients.
I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a son, and I try to relate to them and make them understand I get it.
Have some empathy of what they're dealing with.
Vascular surgery, I think, is probably one of the most rewarding because of that long-term relationship.
This is not a job. This is who we are.
Visit ChattanoogaHeart.com/vascular center.
In America, the future belongs to everyone, so we built the Ford F-150 for everyone with an available Pro Power onboard generator and best-in-class available payload. It's built for America.
If your tamer passions include climbing, hang gliding, and river surfing, some may call you a hair-on-fire risk taker. We'd say, nah. They might not realize you're also a nonconformist, craft curator, history buff, art-loving experience collector. But ask a Chattanoogan, we just call you one of us.
I need to try it first.
Welcome back, everybody. Chattanooga, New England, 0-0 after 45 plus 7. First half highlights are presented by CHI Memorial. We're going to jump right into them. No goals to show you, but we do have a lot of action. We'll start in the 12th minute. Kaye sending it forward. New England with an opportunity. That shot by Rivera. And the big-time save by Mora. And you'll see it here. Jumped up, just couldn't find its way into the net. We go 1 minute ahead. The attack coming from the middle. Ruiz tees it up. Knocked away by Rice. Ruiz to that left foot. Stepped into it, blasted. Tried to go to the near post, but Rice was too good. Jumping ahead to the 20th. Back on the other side, Renix working his way on Luna, who would check out of the game with an injury. And that's a save. Quiones taking a rip. And Mora jumping on it. We go ahead to the end of the half. 7 minutes in. Marky Hernandez. He'll work it towards the left foot. He'll tee it up from distance. That's how close it came, folks, to being a goal at the death of the half. Hits the bar and bounces over. Halftime stats are brought to you by Coca-Cola, the exclusive soft drink of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. No red cards. One yellow card that was handed out to Damian Rivera in the 22nd minute. Possession 61% to Chattanooga. The only stat that ever matters is the one up top, and that was 0-0 on the goals. We will switch sides. Black kits from head to toe will be Chattanooga. They'll go from left to right on your screen. And New England will be going from right to left. And that will get us started as the ball will go back to Ramos, who will send it forward. Got some substitutions to tell you about in a minute. Kaye clears it off that back line. Chattanooga bringing in Galendres. That goes out of play, so we've got a goal kick coming up. On the other side, Esmir Bayraktarovic checked out, and he was replaced by number 53, Fujiwara. Fujiwara for Bayraktarovic. Both of those substitutions brought to you by D1 Training Chattanooga, as Pineda will throw it in. Pineda finally tosses it in. Rivera sent it over to Vermouth. Back to Rice. Rice has to dribble himself out of trouble. Dangerous pass into the middle. Ruiz jumping on it, last touching it. So Spalding will throw it in. So now we have 2 substitutions for each team. As Spalding checked that, Fujiwara is taken down. And he's holding that right arm. We take another look. Ramos and Renix getting tied up, and then Ramos pulling Fujiwara down. Spalding will start us up. He'll just decide which way he wants to go. Hikaru Fujiwara is just 17 years old. Call it 18 now. He had a birthday on September 10th. He's 5'9", 152, came through the Revolution Academy. He's played 18 games, now 19, starting just 4 of them. No goals and 3 assists on the season. Herrera Garcia pushing it out wide. Ricketts will send it back. Walefi. Ramos. Trying to switch sides, he's able to do it. Pass for Herrera Garcia into the box, and the flag goes up. First concerted attack by Chattanooga on the second half, and ends with an offside. And so now Rice will kick this one away. He's got a strong right foot. Oldest man on the pitch for the Revs. And the 26-year-old sends it high into the night. Here comes the Revolution on the other side. And now it will belong to Chattanooga. Fujiwara not happy with the direction that the AR pointed, and now Marky Hernandez is slow to get up. And he's holding that right ankle. And that would be the plant foot. And the 5'5", 150, former member of Reno 1868. Cal State Fullerton is making his way down the pitch. Sebastian Moramora will kick this one away. High in the air, knocked back in the other direction. Herrera Garcia was able to keep it in, gets it back, sends it down the line. Chattanooga turns it over. New England can't capitalize on the counter. Ball will go back to Moramora as Renix was being a pest. Here's Ruiz. Outruns Spalding. Gets the assistance. Pineda taking the shot, and waiting on it was Rice. Rice was looking to highlight it down the pitch, and instead he'll roll it. Here's Presley. He'll send it down. Headed back the other way. Ruiz picks it up. Gets it back from Walefe. Chattanooga just having a hard time forcing it any farther down the final third. Turns it over. And here comes New England. Rivera, 6 goals already on the season. Tried the pass and turned it over. Here comes Villalobos, sending it out wide for Pineda. Pineda on the wing, serving it high, headed out. Ruiz ultimately put a head on it, but he can't put it on frame. And in the 53rd minute, Rice will kick it away. Charge being led by Pineda. Takes the shot. Was headed originally by Vervuth, and then Ruiz put it into the stands. Rice now will kick it away. Buck sending it out for Rivera. One 16-year-old for one 18-year-old. The 18-year-old pulling up the brakes. Gives it to the 16-year-old. That ball's high in the air. And Mora was waiting on it. Both of these teams need 3 points out of this match. For Chattanooga, with 2 games more already played than Union Omaha, they need 3 points to stay atop the table. That would take them from 40 to 43. And for New England, they want to secure a playoff spot, currently number 6 with 28 points. And 3 points would help them a great deal. Opportunity, and perfectly timed for Vervuth. Galendrez was chasing on it, looked like he was going to have a great opportunity on Rice, and perfectly timed for Vervuth. The 25-year-old just slide tacking right through, gets right through perfectly, and Galendrez, all he could do was jump over for Vervuth. And that will go back to the corner. So once again, another corner brought to you by Ford, the official domestic car partner of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. A little miscommunication on that corner. Here's Ruiz serving it up. Ball was short. And here comes the counter. And it was short-lived. Chattanooga. Marky Hernandez out wide. Pineda. He'll serve it into the middle. Ricketts will have to chase it. Herrera Garcia. Trying to play catch with Ricketts. Ultimately, the ball will belong to England. 56th minute, we are scoreless. 61% of the time in the first half, Chattanooga had the ball, but they weren't able to capitalize on great opportunities. Both keepers coming up big in the first half, as we've got another injured player down. Vervuth now wearing the captain's badge. He got that from Jake Rosansky. Is a 24-year-old out of the University of Maryland. Had to check out with a hamstring injury. That gave way for Silva to come in the 36th. And Pineda will limp off. 2 substitutions for both teams. 1 substitution each in the first half, and both of those were because of injury. First, Jorge Luna checking out for Kapozewski. And now it looks like Pineda might have to check out. And for Jimmy Obleda, you never want to go to your bench for substitutions having to be done because of injury. And now Coach Jimmy facing a second substitution because of injury. Galendrez came in for Frischnick to start the second half. Fujiwara did the same thing for Bayraktarovic. And we're starting back up. Looks like Pineda is right back on the pitch. So good news for Chattanooga. Spalding got it back in for Kaye, and now New England continuing their march forward. Rivera. A lot of black kits around him, has to push it out right for Presley. Now Silva. That's knocked away. Carrera Garcia. Good double team by New England. Better job by the Red Wolves to break the press. Here's Pineda. No limp in his step. Malefi through the circle. Kapozewski sending it forward. That will go out of play. Opportunity over for Chattanooga. Connor Presley. Looks like he's going to do the honors as Marky Hernandez now on the left. Long distance throw, well off the mark. Chattanooga will control. Pineda in the circle. Pushing it out wide. Here's Ramos. He has to go back to Mora Mora. Sends that right foot down over Ruiz. Chattanooga's able to come back up with it. Pineda, Walefi. Villalobos switching sides. Ball into the box. Over the head of the intended target. Lendrez still inside the box, waiting on another service, but Chattanooga pushed out. Now coming into the box. Ruiz put his head on it, and Rice waiting on it like a center fielder. Pineda at the elbow. Double team, push it out wide. Ruiz serves it in, headed out. Ruiz gets it back into the middle. He's tripped up by Rivera. Does not look like Gray is going to go to his pocket, but if he does, that's the second yellow on Rivera. A little bit of confusion here as we're going to go to the replay. Ruiz working it into the middle, taken down by Rivera. And now a corner. We're an hour in and we're scoreless. Ruiz for the in-swinger. Drives it, headed on and out. And Rice will have the goal kick after that forward corner.
New England substitution entering the match, number 48, Michel. Leaving the match, number 41, Kobe Quiones. Substitutions brought to you by D1 Training Chattanooga. Train different.
So the substitution is Colby Quiones checking out. Checking in for him, De Silva. That coming in the 62nd minute. Noel Buck sending it back. Now the ball at the feet of Spalding. Kaye. Rivera De Silva. De Silva trying to lead his teammate to the corner. Headed right to Mora Mora. Mora Mora will bring it into the 6. Just outside the 6 and roll it out. Into the middle. New England with an opportunity. Walefe sent it the other way as he was picking the pocket of Buck. And Buck whistled on the infraction. Villalobos sends it out wide. And then it's sent back to Mora Mora. Mora Mora sending it out. Ball staying on the pitch, and New England coming up with it. Stolen away by Ramos. Sent forward, nice ball to Ruiz. He was going step to step with Spalding, and Spalding is able to force him to send the ball out. Chattanooga now in the final third. Herrera Garcia playing catch, and flag goes up, opportunity over. Vervuth will come over to take this one. And play is slowed down. Vervuth, 6'3", 185 in his 13th start on the season. And we do have a player down, and that's Spalding. We saw him going step to step with Ruiz just a moment ago. Ryan Spalding, 22 years old, hailing out of Cary, North Carolina, and that's the right, just above the right knee, the thigh. To stretch him out. Clint PA, and the frustration has to be there, even though it's 0-0. You've already lost your captain to injury. You've made 3 substitutions already. Now Spalding, who's been stellar on that left side, that left fullback position, played his college ball at UNC Charlotte, played for NCFC in his hometown. Now in his 20th start and 22nd game, has 2 goals and no assists on the season, and he's on his feet and he's moving slow, so Clint PA and company are going to have a decision to make about Ryan Spalding. So Spalding will walk off under his own power and enjoy a beverage. And it looks like he will be returning. And it's been a while since we had the stoppage of play that it looks like Colin Vervuth will start us up. And we are going to get a substitution for New England, as Ryan Spalding is going to be checking out. Second substitution because of injury.
New England substitution entering the match, number 60, Francois Dulis. Leaving the match, number 34, Ryan Spalding.
Dulis in the 67th for Ryan Spalding. That's now the 4th substitution for New England. Ball will belong to Chattanooga. It's been a little bit of a choppy game. Neither team really being able to settle in. Both teams have had good chances on opposing goalkeepers. Both keepers have come up big when they've been called upon. the better chances and the better possessions have belonged to Chattanooga. Renix with an unforced error there results in a corner. Buck for De Silva. That's sent the other way. For Vuth. Kaye. Sent forward, New England now. Trying to mount an attack. Presley has to go backwards. De Silva. Duleese is now worked into the middle to replace Spalding, who was the left fullback, and now you see Kaye has moved to that left fullback position. Duleese playing catch with Buck. Duleese sending it forward, headed down the other way. Carrera Garcia back for Ramos. Now back to Mora, about 10 yards out of his office. Ramos over the top. Hernandez back to Ruiz. Hernandez on the wing. Check it, it was Pineda on the wing. Little give and go with Carrera Garcia back heel. Pineda into the middle. Malefe. Ruiz. Malefe will give it back. Just enough pressure. Carrera Garcia trying to get it inside. Stolen away. Chattanooga gets it back momentarily. Whistle stops the opportunity.
All digital displays in the stadium this evening provided by Plainview LED. For any and all
Get a look at Jalen Gray, referee on the evening. And Rice will come up and kick it away as we are in the 70th minute. High in the air. Over the intended target. Ruiz bumped from behind by Kaye. So Pineda throwing it in. Villalobos ahead for Galindrez, and that doesn't get to Galindrez. Sent out of play, so Pineda will come up, take this throw. Has Ruiz as an option. Going towards the box, now into the box, and cleared out. Pineda will take it and give it to Walefe, who wasn't even expecting it. Ricketts. New England with an opportunity on the counter. Rivera on an all-out sprint to pick it up just outside the box, now in it. Into the middle. Renix was trying to get a shot on goal while laying on his side. The open net was there for New England. They weren't able to capitalize. And Chattanooga comes up with a loose ball. They'll go over the top. Coming back the other way. Ball now high in the air. Whistle stops play. here's De Silva. And De Silva will give it out wide for Presley. Goes back for Verth. And here comes New England once again. Chattanooga is able to shut them down. Action's going to come the other way. Substitutions coming up for Chattanooga. That ball will get cleared off that back line. And it will be a corner for the home team. Brought to you by Ford, the official domestic car partner.
Chattanooga Red Wolf substitution entering the match. Number 21, Jackson Dietrich.
Jackson Dietrich for Villalobos
Jimmy Villalobos.
in the 74th.
Also entering for the Red Wolves, number 11, Josue España.
España
Leaving for the Red Wolves, number 20, Marky Hernandez.
coming in for Marky Hernandez.
Substitution sponsored by D1 Training, Chattanooga.
Substitution sponsored by D1 Chattanooga. So España also in the 74th minute. Fourth substitution on the evening for the home team. The visitors have 4 as well. If you ask both of these coaches what they think through the first 75 minutes, they would tell you that this has been a game of missed opportunities. And in the last 15 minutes, both of these teams are going to be looking to capitalize on the mistakes that the others are making. For Chattanooga, it is just better possession in the final third to create that last pass into the middle to take the shot on goal to see if they can get it past Joe Rice. For New England, they just need to play mistake-free. On the counter, they need to take advantage of moving the ball in transition, getting those passes crisp and clear, and getting shots on Mora Mora. Rice to kick this one away. And that ball will work its way back to Mora. Mora. And cleared out. Presley with a quarter of an hour remaining in this game. Got it to Buck, who's been very quiet today. Rivera on the wing, inside the box, trying to work it to that right foot. Before he did it, stolen away. Cleared out. Ruiz has space, pushes it out wide. Switching sides, here's Pineda. Ball into the middle. Carrera Garcia. Got it to España. To Ruiz. España took the shot, it's knocked away. New England down the line. And here they are on that transition. Late whistle, but a set piece opportunity coming up for New England. We haven't had many good, clean set piece opportunities, and a yellow card is handed out. We're going to see another look at this one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you see
the yellow card.
Tackle right there.
Chattanooga's number 32, Sebastian Capizzucci.
Capizzucci is in the book in the 77th minute. see what New England decides to do with this opportunity. Left foot into the box, headed high. Rivera put a head on it, and Rivera was whistled on the infraction.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your last call for alcohol. Once the clock hits the 80th minute, beer will no longer be available at stadium concession.
Alefe sends it out wide. Chattanooga's had some pretty good space to move the ball. Looks like New England is going to try to shut it down just a little bit. Flag goes up. The ball went out of play. Will stay with New England. So New England looks like they're going to press just a little bit more, make it a little bit harder for Chattanooga to control the ball. So the man who came into the game for Jorge Luna, and that's Capizzucci, just picked up his second yellow card in as many minutes. And he is now out of the game. So what does that mean? Well, number one, it means that Chattanooga is going to play down a man from the 79th and on.
The yellow card to Chattanooga's number 32, Sebastian Capizzucci.
So Capizzucci just put his team in a very tough position to have to play 10+ minutes down a man. And so now the goals that they were unable to capitalize on, the shots that they were unable to put into the back of the net throughout this game, especially in the first half, and they had 9 of them, really put that man right there, Jimmy Obleda, on their back heels. Served up and in and headed out by Galendre. And now a corner coming up. Buck over there to take it. And this corner is brought to you by Ford, your official domestic car partnership for Chattanooga Red Wolves. So you see the mass of bodies around the spot. And Noel Buck, the 16-year-old, starting his 17th game of the season, will look to serve it up. So here's the in-swinger in the 80th. High in the air for Ruth, put his head on it. Chattanooga's able to clear it out, but New England will throw it in. So the question remains, with 10 minutes remaining and New England playing up a man, will Chattanooga look like they're playing in even strength, or will it be noticeable that they're down a man? Rivera, little give and go. He gets it to Buck. Buck sitting on 5 goals. He'll stay there as the shot from about 23 went wide left. Mora is up. You remember earlier in the game, he picked the ball out of the air and then fell and was holding his back for a period of time. One of the reasons why we had an initial 5 minutes of added time in the first half and ultimately resulted in 7 minutes of play.
Chattanooga Red Wolves substitution, entering the match, number 23, Jonathan Esparza. Leaving for the Red Wolves, number 7, Walefe.
Walefe checking out for Esparza. Esparza will wear number 23. He comes in the 82nd minute. Fifth substitution for Chattanooga, so they're all done and playing down a man. All over the top, headed back in the other direction. New England sends it down, and it works its way all the way back to Mora. That's sent forward by Chattanooga. Galendrez lost the handle as the pass had him a little stretched out. Here's Kaye, who moved out to the left when Spalding checked out and DeLeese checked in. DeLeese now playing center back. Ball will work its way back to Joe Rice. Heavy touch. He's finally able to clear it out. Ball stays in play. Works its way all the way back to Mora. Now sent forward, over the top. A little confused as to exactly what just happened as the ball was going over the top. And so a conversation now with Jalen Gray to get it all cleared out. And so now the ball will start back up. Ricketts for Carrera Garcia, back to Ricketts. And a set piece coming up and a quick whistle now. And a quick start for Chattanooga, but they retreat. 84th minute. Carrera Garcia for Ruiz. Chattanooga has to work the ball backwards. Mora well out of his office. Ricketts comes back to help. Mora going over the top. Out kicks the coverage. It was intended for Galendrez. Goes all the way back to Joe Rice, who rolls it out. Here's DeLeese for Verth. And here's Presley. Stoppage of play as Ruiz got tangled up with Presley. We're going to try to sort out exactly why we had a stoppage of play earlier. This was a different replay, and you see the whistle on DeLeese. New England trying to switch sides. Kaye into the middle. Connected with Renix. New England into the box, headed out by Ramos. New England will serve it back in. Mora will snatch it out of the air, and the fans love that. Less than 5 minutes remaining in regulation. Make your next event bigger, better, and brighter with Plainview LED. Mora sending it into the night. Rivera sending it back in his direction. And Buck is knocked to the turf, set piece. So Buck will stand over it. Approximately 30-35 yards out. And New England will stretch everybody out. So Buck, sitting on 5 goals, had a shot about 5 minutes ago. Drives it into the box, and that's going to head out of play. And it will belong to Chattanooga with 3+ minutes remaining in regulation. Clint PA now on his feet. Trying to bark some wisdom onto the pitch and hope it results in a goal. Long distance pass. Direction changed a few times before Chattanooga comes up with it. Ramos out wide, now towards the middle of the pitch. Galendrez is taken down. Galindrez is still down. We're going to take another look at exactly what happened here to Galindrez. DeLeese looks like the knee hit Galindrez in the face. But no card shown by Jalen Gray.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has presented the yellow card to New England's number 60.
And in fact, while we were in replay, in the 88th minute, DeLeese did in fact get booked. Ricketts going down the line. Good defense by the visitors to change course. We're in the 89th minute. Whistle stops play there. As Fujiwara was taken down by Carrera Garcia. So Rice will come up to kick this one away. He's got a nice right foot. See how far down the pitch he puts it. Not very far as he goes to Kaye. DeLeese for Firth. And that's knocked in the other direction. Firth comes back up. Now Chattanooga, ball down the line. Makes it all the way to Rice, cleared out. And the captain sending it down, sent back in his direction. He will put it into the stands. Corner kick opportunity coming up. But Gray is pointing in the other direction. So Espana will lay the ball down as it looked like it was going to be a corner. And instead, Joe Rice will kick it away here in the 90th. Do anticipate that we'll have at least 5 to 7 minutes of added time. Rice will kick this one away. And he puts it out of play. Quick throw, long throw. Galindrez. And he's tied up. We've got 5 minutes of added time for your viewing pleasure. And that call by Gray did not please the Chattanooga faithful. Modelo is the presenting sponsor of this Hispanic Heritage Night at CHI Memorial Stadium. Strange start to stoppage time as Rice will look to kick it away. Well down the pitch, sent back the other way. Carrera Garcia was able to send it in the direction that Chattanooga wanted. Sent back the other way. Quick start as Dietrich is back on his feet. Pineda switching sides, nobody home. Rice will let it go into the stands and then kick it away. We're already a minute, almost a minute and a half into 5 minutes of stoppage. Been a lot of hard hits in this game, and yet there have only been 4 yellow cards handed out, 2 of them to Capozzucci. Damian Rivera got one in the 22nd minute, and DeLeese in the 88th. 2 minutes gone as Presley throws it in. Ruiz. He was tangled up, went with a quick start, but Jalen Gray blew his whistle. So the ball will come back. Chattanooga will have it. And we are now started back up. Chattanooga in the final third. Galindrez. Double teamed. The double team works. New England gives it up. Ramos will chase it down. Cal Poly, Pomona product. Ball works its way back to Mora Mora. Now in the 4th minute of stoppage. Kaye. De Silva was down, got back up. Here's Buck. Rivera back to Noel Buck. De Silva for Fruth. Presley serving it into the middle for Renix. Renix called for the push. Less than a minute and a half remaining in the 5 minutes. Buck into the circle. DeLeese. Kaye. That long distance pass. Intercepted. Chattanooga will go over the top in the 95th minute. Galindrez double teamed. Punched away by DeLeese. In the corner. This corner brought to you by Ford, the official domestic car partner of Chattanooga Red Wolves. Here's Ruiz in the waning moments of this match. Tied at 0-0. High in the air, headed away. Back in. Ball's loose, cleared out. Renix puts on the afterburners. Still on his feet. 1-1 with Mora. Can he finish this game? He does! Back of the net in the 95th minute. New England comes in needing 3 points. They were outplayed basically this entire match. And at the death, Clint PA's team might just have found their way to 3 points on the 3rd goal of the season by Justin Renix. It all starts with Renix on the breakaway. Waited, Mora buckled, and Renix with the right foot finds the back of the net. That was all on the 22-year-old out of Southampton, Massachusetts. And his 3rd goal in his 20th start might just be the difference in this match. Chattanooga had everything going for them, and they just gave up a short-handed goal. That's the ball game. 90+7.
Ladies and gentlemen, your final score, the New England Revolution 2-1, the Chattanooga Red Wolves 0.
Before we go to the break, we're going to take a look at the shot of the match. And folks, I think you know what the shot of the match was. Justin Renix still trying to catch his breath.
In 3 to 4 minutes.
Here's the shot of the match.
The fireworks do begin. The lights in the stadium will
a little bit earlier. Ruiz.
Please
Left foot punched away. Amigos Mexican Restaurant shot of the match. That one coming earlier as Joe Rice denied Ruiz. Renix at the death. An absolutely outstanding individual effort.
I also want to acknowledge and thank all of their very generous sponsors for 2021.
And time for us to take a look at the save of the match. Renix into the middle, and Mora Mora with the big time save there.
Saturday, October the 9th. They're also on the road. You can follow those.
Chattanooga Hotel save of the match.
The next home match for your Chattanooga Red
Folks, don't go away. I know it was 1-0 your final, but we got highlights and a lot more on the other side here on ESPN+.
Don't wait. Get your tickets now.
If your tamer passions include climbing, hang gliding, and river surfing, some may call you a hair-on-fire risk taker. We'd say, nah. They might not realize you're also a nonconformist, craft curator, history buff, art-loving experience collector. But ask a Chattanoogan, we just call you one of us.
Good times, bad times, and everything in between. Your primary care doctor is with you all the way.
I need to try it first.
With Jack's new Alabama white sauce, your first bite is as Alabama as it gets. Jack's new Alabama white sauce, Southern fried chicken sandwich, bacon cheddar melt, and double cheddar burger. All with fries starting at just $4.99. Order yours while the sauce lasts. Jack's, all about the South.
Welcome back, everybody. The lights are out because there's going to be a big-time fireworks show. But right now, we want to show you the play of the match. Presley, ball's worked outside. Markey, Hernandez serving it in. And waiting right on it was Joe Rice. The opportunities were there for Chattanooga throughout the evening, but they just couldn't capitalize, and this was just an example of how this night went for Jimmy Obleda and company. We take a look at the highlights on the evening. 13th minute. All starts Frischnick, Ruiz, and that's punched away by Rice. Ruiz really had an outstanding night tonight. Blast that left foot, but Joe Rice stretches it out and knocks it away. We go to the 20th. On the other side, Renix pulls up the brakes, serves it into the middle, just can't get it through. Opportunities were there for both teams, but as you see early on, both keepers coming up big. We jump ahead. We're in the second half. Presley having to play some defense. Ball forced to the outside. Presley still playing defense. Ball served in. Headed on by Ruiz. Right at Joe Rice. Joe Rice should buy Ruiz dinner tonight for making his job easy. As you see once again, easy save for the 26-year-old out of Fairfax, Virginia. Here's the game winner. In the 96th minute, Pineda couldn't stop it. Renix, back of the net. That's all it took to get the win, to get the 3 points. Justin Renix, his third on the season, and that is your game winner. We're going to take a look at stats right now. 1 red card, Chattanooga. It was actually a double yellow. And then you have the 2 yellows on the side of New England. 3 offside versus 1. Possession was a little bit better in the second half for New England. Shots on target, 5-4. Shots on goal, 12-10. But the only stat that ever matters is the one up top, and that's goals. 1 New England, 0 Chattanooga. Full-time stats are presented by SmartBank. Experience SmartBank. What a match, folks. We had a little bit of everything throughout this one, but ultimately it comes down to a breakaway by Justin Renix in the 96th minute. The 22-year-old picking up a ball deep in his own zone, outrunning everybody, turning on the afterburners, getting into the box, freezing Sebastian Mora and putting it into the back of the net. 1-0 New England over Chattanooga. I'm Bruce Silverman. Thanks for being with us tonight here on ESPN+.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.